Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNally Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, I got a super exciting one for you. We're going to be providing an update on a company that we initially covered 2 weeks ago. The company name is Kontrol Technologies. They've been on an absolute tear here, you guys, since that initial video came out. The stock's up over 180% in the last 30 days, which is mind-blowing. And they just came out with some big news that we're going to discuss in this video. Now before we get into it, you guys, please make sure you smash the like button. It really helps get this content to other people like yourself who may find value, specifically for these small micro-cap type of companies. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, McNally Money, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of Kontrol Tech, BioCloud, and their growth prospects moving forward. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today we're going to be providing an update on Kontrol Technologies Corp. Ticker symbol on this one is KNR on the NEO Exchange here in Canada. Now this is a super exciting one for me. We just put out a video a couple of weeks ago, an initial deep dive on Kontrol Tech on the channel. And ever since that video came out, you guys, this thing has been on an absolute tear. Now I'd love to take credit for that, but honestly, there's been some big developments at the company. And that's what we're going to cover in this video here. So I've got a couple pieces of recent news that I wanted to provide a quick update on. This video is as of close on Thursday, August 9th. And you can see again, Kontrol Tech had a massive day. They were up nearly 30 cents per share, which was just over 12%. This guy's now sitting north of $2.50. They closed out the session at $2.66. And as reference, you guys, this stock was trading at $1.02 at the start of August. So it's up over $1.60 per share in the last month, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this is why I love talking about Canadian penny stocks on this channel. This company is very small. It's a micro cap company, just north of $100 million market cap. There's hardly any YouTubers or forums that talk about Kontrol Technologies. And this is really where I get my kicks here, you guys, is identifying small companies like this, putting it on your radar, and then allowing you to decide whether or not you pull the trigger and take action with some of these small cap companies. So super excited to get into this update. As a reminder here, for those of you who maybe missed that initial video, you can see KNR Kontrol Technologies came out 2 weeks ago. The video had just about 800 views, so hopefully some of you guys were able to take action. At the time this video was put together, Kontrol Tech was trading at $1.83. I actually did initiate a position in KNR shortly after this video came out. So I opened my position at an average cost of $2.16 Canadian. So for full disclosure here, you guys, I am invested in Kontrol Technologies. This one I think still has a ton of room to run. We saw them hit $5, $6 type of price points earlier in the year when there was some big news about the BioCloud solution, and the investor community really started to hype up this company. Now we're going to talk about BioCloud towards the end of the video here, but definitely a lot going on at KNR, and super excited for any of you who are able to get in and hopefully have made some money so far on this company. Now the other thing, while we're on the channel here, you guys, you can see I just crossed the 2,000 subscriber milestone. This is phenomenal. It's really been a dream of mine to build this channel, and I did want to take a second to thank each and every one of you for supporting. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to do so. It really does help me out, and make sure you smash that like button, you guys, especially for small cap videos like this. It helps push this content to other people like yourself who are going to find value in these videos. Now for those of you who didn't get a chance to watch that initial video, I would definitely recommend you go back and take a look. But I did want to give just a super high level summary of what it is Kontrol Technologies does before we get into the recent news here. So there's really two main components. Their core business model, you guys, is really summarized quite nicely in this corporate overview slide. So Kontrol Technologies is leading the digital transformation of buildings and cities by providing innovative, tech-centric energy management, environmental controls, and emission monitoring solutions. So they're really trying to transform cities and buildings using smart technology to, number one, cut down on energy consumption and overall operational costs, while at the same time creating greener buildings and cities and giving back to the environment. Now you can see here at the time this deck was put together, the market cap was 45 million, so it has grown substantially. And you can see the 52-week high on this guy is north of $6.60, and that's exactly why I still think there's a lot of upside in Kontrol Technologies. Now within their core business unit here, there's a couple of different ways they drive revenue. So number one is the actual software. They have services or solutions, and then the actual project or install itself. Now the nice thing about this, you guys, is the service revenue is actually recurring and comes in each and every month based on these contracted buildings. They've got a huge base of blue chip customers here in North America, and they're really looking to capture more and more market share, whether it's through organic growth or merger acquisition type of activity. So even without the wild card that we're going to talk about in a second here, you guys, I think Kontrol Technologies is a super solid investment, especially looking at how the world has transformed and this major push towards green, environmentally friendly, eco-friendly type of technology. And this slide here really sums it up quite nicely. So what is Kontrol Technology actually delivering? Autonomous buildings that are smart, clean, and sustainable. What's not to like there? As an investor or as a property manager, how are they doing that? Through their 3 different revenue streams: software, service, and the actual project or installation itself. So diversified business model, easy to understand. I love these type of companies, you guys. They're very investor friendly, and they're helping the world become a better place through that ESG, environmental, social governance type of theme we love on this channel. So now we're going to shift gears and talk about the recent news at Kontrol Technologies. I'm going to save the wild card for last here, you guys. So definitely keep watching this video through to the end. Now this was big. It came out on Thursday, September 9th, so very recent here. And Kontrol Technologies actually provided a revenue update stating that they had record revenues in excess of $6.5 million Canadian for the month of August 2021. So this is phenomenal, you guys. This is really before the impacts of the wildcard BioCloud that we're going to talk about in a second here have really started to take effect at this company. And if you were to annualize this out at $6.5 million a month, assuming no additional growth throughout the rest of the year, you're looking at about $78 to $80 million of top line revenue. Now, considering the market cap on these guys is 120, 130 million, definitely looking very attractive, despite this recent run up we've seen in share price. Now, a couple other nuggets in this press release, you guys. From the CEO, we delivered our highest revenue month in Kontrol's operating history based on strong organic growth and the consolidation of our recent acquisition, which we talked about in that last video. We remain focused on scaling the business across our operating portfolio, growing market share in the global smart building industry, and innovation that's at the core of our business and the driving force behind ongoing commercial building modernization. So this really speaks to that organic growth, that cross-sell, upsell type of activity that we talked about in our last video, and it's really starting to gain traction and lead to some tangible results for Kontrol Technologies. And that's exactly what they talk about here in their strategic plan section. The company is executing to innovate internally, accelerate organic growth through cross-sell opportunities, and make strategic value acquisitions as opportunities arise. Now they do briefly talk about the wild card here, BioCloud, which continues to be accretive. They recently entered a new partnership with Steelcase on August 16th. That's going to launch in the month of September, and that's actually a leader in office technology that's going to provide access to a massive dealer network, which is approximately 40 times bigger than Kontrol's current independent distribution network. So I think that really is key here, you guys, and we're going to start to see that in the back half of 2021 and into 2022. Now, the other thing that's super exciting here, as with a lot of these eco-friendly initiatives, such as electric cars or energy efficient retrofits in commercial or residential homes, there's actually a carbon credit platform or incentive in place for owners and operators to retrofit their buildings. So Kontrol Technology is establishing a new platform where those carbon credits can be verified and measured based on the energy efficient solutions that are installed in these buildings. And by measuring these greenhouse gas emissions or the reduction in these emissions, companies or building operators can actually monetize these carbon credits. So there's actually financial incentive for these building management companies to continue to upgrade, retrofit, and install this smart tech in their properties. So again, I think that's going to be a major catalyst that we start to see in more and more countries around the world and continue to drive that organic growth for Kontrol Technologies' core business. So if that news wasn't good enough on its own, now we're going to shift into BioCloud here, which is really the wild card for Kontrol Technologies. So in a nutshell here, you guys, what BioCloud does, it's a continuous airborne viral detection system that provides real-time virus detection, including COVID-19, and air quality measurement that can be installed in public places within these buildings, so foyers, lobbies, libraries, schools, sports stadiums, whatever the case is, to immediately and accurately detect air quality and airborne pathogens. So on the right here, you can see an example of what the platform or user interface would look like. So owners and operators of these locations or properties can immediately identify if the air quality is safe, not safe, if COVID-19 or other airborne pathogens are present, and then provide a recommendation for the users or patrons of that space. Now, BioCloud has received a ton of attention from governments around the world. It's gone through rigorous testing, and it's now in stage 4 clinical trials, which you actually have to be invited to participate in. So this definitely is starting to get a lot of recognition. And as soon as they get that final approval here, you guys, I expect Kontrol Tech stock to absolutely skyrocket, exactly like we saw at the start of the year when it broke that $6, $6.60 type of range. And that's exactly what this article here talks about. Kontrol Technologies expands BioCloud global footprint. They're now selling to new customers across the world here, so Australia, France, Belgium, Turkey, and Germany. We're going to give an example of one of these use cases on the next slide here that's actually being applied in Germany. But this is super exciting. And despite that big final announcement on their stage 4 trials, people are seeing the value in BioCloud and they're starting to take action and purchase this solution. So this is a great practical example here. This came out on August 31st, you guys. BioCloud has now been selected by the professional soccer team VfL Wolfsburg to provide real-time air quality and viral monitoring at one of the big soccer stadiums in Germany. So here's a photo of the stadium where the BioCloud solution is going to be installed. Kontrol and Wolfsburg will work together to advocate for safe space technology and jointly market the BioCloud application globally. BioCloud will join VfL as an official partner for the 2021-2022 soccer season for both their men and women's team. And I think this is massive, you guys. I truly think BioCloud could be installed in each and every stadium worldwide. So we're talking soccer, football, hockey, whatever the case is. And if that prediction comes true, you can only imagine where the share price and the market cap on KNR is going to go over the next couple of years. So that's it for today's video, you guys. As mentioned, I just wanted to provide a quick update on Kontrol Technologies. This has been a super exciting and super promising stock for me on the channel over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully it caught your attention. Hopefully you were able to take advantage. As mentioned, I am invested. My average share price is $2.16. I have no plans on selling in the immediate future, but I will keep you posted on if and when I do add to my position or decide to make a sale. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, McNally Money, make sure you do so. Hit the bell icon, you guys, so you get those alerts when videos like this come out. Make sure you smash the like button. And on a final note, have a great rest of your day.